What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in. You're now tapping into the people I live with, the show where we dissect and discuss our experiences as pacifist. I'm your host, Amy Green.
I can never. I'm your other host, Jonathan Green, John Green. However you want to address me, that's what it is.
Why would you? I was doing so good. All right,
you were.
Yo,
problem child. Who are you?
good job.
I'm the guest host. My name is David Green.
You're not.
I'm just gonna make that a title now. It's just gonna be guest host David. Guest host David. That's it now.
Hey man, you gotta make your own lanes,
bro.
No.
You didn't make your own lane. You kind of just jumped into one that you want to identify with.
Yeah.
Make your own lanes.
No.
Whatever.
Bro.
Whatever. All right. That's our guest host, our permanent guest host. That's Dave. He's just a hater, but that's okay. And we have our cousin here, Amaris. Hi, Amaris.
Hey, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all old. They don't even do that anymore.
I know they don't, but that's okay. It's all right.
No.
Okay, now out of principle, I'm adding those horns into the video. Adding them in. You think I'm playing? It's gonna be in there when you listen back to this. It's going in there.
So yeah, this is our cousin Amaris, also known as Amari, as Gabby calls her. So I will address her as probably all of those things. So yes, this is Am, all the way from Huntsville, Alabama. What's good, Am?
Bro, I forgot you live in Alabama now.
I do.
Okay.
Yo,
So
how'd you get there though? Like, I just want to know. Like this ain't even one of the questions. Like, I legitimately want to know how in the world did you get there?
That's a long story, I'm sure.
Not really that long, but it's just like long, right? I just was really tired of being at home. I've always wanted to not live. Yeah, I've always not wanted to spend the rest of my life in St. Louis. Not that I don't like you guys, but I just was done.
No, facts.
So I prayed and I was like, Lord, I need somewhere to go. Find me somewhere to go.
Please.
And he said, hey, go here.
Won't he do it?
Look at God. All right, and now you have a husband, you have 2 kids.
Yeah, they weren't in the plan. They were not in the plan. I was trying to live my best life.
I feel that. I feel that so much.
Wait, what?
They were not. Like, I came down here, I moved here, and I was like, I'm not getting in a relationship. It's just gonna be whatever. If we talk, we talk. We don't.
That's always when somebody want to show up.
You know,
like, you know what? I'm just trying to chill. You know, I'm just trying to do me.
And I met Adrian, and we'll tell you, I tried to break up with the man every week. I was just like, no.
And he wasn't having it. And said, we're breaking up. Adrian said, nope.
He did. He told me the only way I was leaving the relationship was death. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
Show me that it's real.
My man knows about commitment.
Okay. Although he is from New York, right?
He is from Guyana by way of New York.
They are
aggressive. Shoot. I didn't know he was from Guyana.
I mean,
yeah.
Snap.
Oh, really?
I had to look it up the first time. I was like, where is that? Where is that?
Guyana.
It's like, oh, South America. Gotcha.
Okay. Period. Well, yeah.
So wait. How'd y'all meet? I'm gonna be nosy now. How'd y'all meet? So I need to know because I say what?
Online dating.
Johnny wants the story now.
It's like the first time
dating?
I went to his house, I was talking to my friend the whole time. Like, yo, if I get kidnapped, this is where I am. This is my location. Come find me. If I don't call you back in like 30 minutes.
I'm gonna give you on-time checkups. If I miss that checkup time, I'm gonna need you to call the police right then and there.
Right now.
Yep.
Bro, I would do that.
For women, we gotta do that. You know, it's hard out here for women. So,
David, I'm gonna do that. David, I'm gonna
is.
need you to do that for me. I'm gonna have a checkup time. It's gonna be every 30 minutes.
You do?
On
You
the
online
dot.
dating somebody?
Nah,
You better use the
I'm
app.
talking about when
You better
I'm talking
use what
about.
Am used.
No, I'm talking about when I start dating again, bro. Like I need you to. I need this. This is the system that we got to set up.
On-time checkups. Okay. Yeah, you know.
On time check. It's gonna be 30 minutes on the dot.
Oh no.
Not 31 minutes.
Not 31 minutes. Not 30
Seconds.
minutes
No.
in a second.
No.
Like it's gonna be 30 minutes on the dot. You gonna get a message.
What app? Well, how long did y'all talk on the app before y'all saw each other in person?
I don't remember.
Rip.
it was like 2 weeks.
But it was more of I was on my way to his house and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. Then I was like, I'm not the kind of person. Like I said, I was coming, so I have to go now. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Dang.
I respect that.
You could have been like my car broke down.
Yeah, no, I drove past his house like 3 times.
Oh, dang.
Now you gotta scope it out. Now you gotta scout it out.
Yeah, you gotta scout it out for a
Gotta
little
scout
bit.
it
I
out.
understand.
Okay. Make sure
You gotta see the kind of people who walk by his house and everything like that.
Right.
See?
Yeah.
You gotta identify markers, you know, just in case, you know.
Marker.
You do.
Listen, I watch crime shows.
You do.
I know.
I'm trying to tell you. Like, I can get away with murder if I wanted to. I haven't done anything like that ever. It's not my life.
That's right. Allegedly.
Never in life.
Always allegedly.
Although she probably didn't live with y'all, so you know it's possible. We never know. But yeah, now that's interesting though. No, just kidding. We're safe, sanctified.
All right, so Am, I see. These are some of the things that I can ask as an adult. So how was it like legit? Like I never knew because I only knew that like you and Justin and your mom grew up in grandma and grandpa's house. I just need to know, are there some serious like hilarious things that you saw grandma and grandpa do?
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, let's see.
Because the last story I got from Grandpa was like the last trip that I went down, and this man played me so hard that I actually had to give this man props. So Grandma, go ahead.
Let's introduce. So Am is our Auntie Pam's daughter. So she's our cousin. You know, shout out to Auntie Pam. She makes the best mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got that auntie that makes the mac and cheese.
Damn.
It's true.
So yeah,
That's facts.
shout out to Auntie Pam.
That is facts.
That is facts.
Big facts.
Yes, that's
Big facts.
So yeah, so Am is our cousin. So just got to introduce her brother is Justin, who hopefully will be on the show one day. But yeah, so
big facts.
I just had to introduce that. But yes,
Justin, we coming for you. I'm gonna let you know because I know you're gonna listen to this, so it's okay. You getting on here one of these days? All right, cool.
You next.
Throw that out there. Just throw it out there. All right,
anyway, but go ahead.
Go
Johnny.
ahead. Because so this is what happened. So what is it? Me and Grandpa were just sitting on the couch, and essentially Grandma wanted to try and take out the trash. So she was, but then your mom caught her, and she was just like, "Nah, don't get somebody else to do it." So then she called for Grandpa, and this man in his chair looked over at me, looked at the TV, and just rolled his head back as if he went to sleep. This man played me so hard. Like I actually looked at him and was just like, you know what? I was just like, you know what? All you had to do was ask, but then you just gonna make this whole spectacle of this, and I just get to watch this. Like you really did just play like you sleep.
Grandpa will be 92 in August. Okay, he has lived his life.
This man,
yo, that is hilarious.
I was gonna offer to do it anyway, but the fact that you just
he probably told you.
Yeah, basically.
That was the way of telling you. That was
This man.
That was it.
That was it. Like, oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I got you. Just went ahead and took out the trash. It was fine.
Oh, that's bad.
All you had to do was ask.
I love Grandpa's energy. I feel that.
I do. So, and do you have any interesting stories of living with grandma and grandpa and things like that?
None that come to mind, really. All of my interesting stories from childhood would involve me trying to outdo Justin in something, and it never worked out.
I need these.
I remember once he told me I couldn't climb on top of the roof and get down because he swears that that's what he just did, right? And I was like, I can do it. No, you can't. You're going to get scared and you're going to get stuck. No, I'm not. So I climbed on top of don't ask me why the ladder was outside. How we got the ladder outside, past grandpa outside to get on top of the roof, I don't know. But I climbed up there and he was like, all right, come down. I can't. I'm scared. So I'm sitting on top of the roof. Go get grandpa. He's like, man, no, we're going to get in trouble. I don't care. I'm stuck.
Yeah, I don't care no more. Don't care.
Yep.
I just want grandpa.
We all in trouble today. Yeah, we in trouble today. That's it. We just in trouble.
Aww.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Right, I'm scared.
Yeah, I remember Bubbles. I swear,
I remember
Bubbles. I don't want to talk about
demon
Bubbles.
Dog from.
That was the worst dog.
Man.
Bro, this dog chased me, man. This dog actually chased me, and I ran screaming into the house.
He wasn't even the neighbor's dog. He was like the neighbor's dog.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he was just like down the street, right?
This dog would just get loose.
Dog. It wasn't. I don't even know what kind of dog it was, but it was just like small and black, and it was just like the worst dog ever. It didn't matter.
With the cutest
we would have to always run past the house.
Mm-hmm. Dog didn't like. I don't know. That dog didn't like nobody. I've never seen that dog just like be
nice. It was so fast, like David.
No, I swear that dog was racist. I'm just saying.
It might have been. I know.
But then again, it was
the girl's name was Stacy. So. I know Stacy's dad was.
Oh yeah.
Stacy might have been.
Bro, I didn't. Bro, that dog chased me, bro. That dog got me. That dog got me. That dog like legitimately got me.
That dog was nipping at the heels.
I remember one day, me, Gabby, Courtney, and Justin had walked to the White Castles.
Shout out to White Castle.
That was a far walk, by the way. That was really a far walk from our house.
That's not a short jaunt at all.
That was a trip. That was a trip. That classifies as a trip.
And it wasn't even Bubbles this time. It was like some other random dog. So we're walking down the street. They hear the dog first. They take off running. I have food in my hand with my drink. I had on a dress and my church shoes, right?
Oh.
So I'm like, don't leave me. They all gonna say, you better. They just like, I made it to the house. I didn't even see the dog. I didn't even see the dog. I didn't even know what the dog looked like. Nothing. I made it to the house. They all sitting down watching TV. Didn't even turn around.
Right, didn't look up.
So come outside to check if I was okay. Did she get mauled by the dog? Did she make it? Maybe she fell and rolled down the street and got kidnapped or something. No.
I knew he was going to be fine.
That's
all
of the cousins. You just go make. You just gotta make it. That's
you
it.
Got to. That's it.
Gabby, Courtney, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Or not. You know, I didn't see the dog. Maybe the dog was big. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. The wolf was big in my ear, so I kind of figured
the wolf, not the wolf,
bro, not the wolf.
I was like, wait, no, what is it? I can't find it.
See, this is how you know we from St. Louis, because this is such a St. Louis thing, bro. It doesn't matter. Somebody could be running, and I'm gonna ask questions later. I'm gonna run though. I'm gonna ask questions later. Like, this is such like a St. Louis thing. I feel like, because I don't feel like anybody else does that. Like, if you run, I'm gonna run too, and I'll just ask what happened later.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to explain why I'm running. Like, I feel like you just join me, and then we can convene.
But you should know me. Like, you should know me enough.
Just to be watchful, and then somebody take off running. It's just like, oh, let's go right now. We out.
You should know me enough that I don't like take off running spontaneously for no reason. So if I just start running, you should just follow suit. Period.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. Especially depending on what kind of neighborhood you're in. Honey, if you're in the north side, house.
yeah.
Where Metro
Yeah,
was, you should be running.
Oof.
You should be running for sure. But so your mom, Auntie Pam, she was, if I remember correctly, it's been a minute, but she was over like the youth ministry. She did she was over like the youth. She did like the music and stuff like that. She had the youth ministry lit. Okay, that's when it was at its lit.
She did. It was.
It was. That's Auntie Pam.
I forgot about that.
She was also one of the original three of the beginning of the choir that we had, I guess, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the original three, bro. The original three.
I forgot about that. She did do it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It was so lit, and it was just like
so lit.
That's when I started realizing who God was in that moment as a teenager, right? Because when we used to, the anointing on us as youth was so strong.
Oh yeah, big
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I remember that one Sunday, Johan was singing "Incredible God." He didn't even get the first 5 words out, and it was over. It was done. It was done.
I was half there. I just don't remember.
It was done. But yeah, that was some of the best times as a youth and young adults.
Yeah.
Youth and young adults.
Yes, I was gonna ask. So, what was it like, kind of growing? I mean, we all grew up in Metro, but what was kind of like your perspective and experience, kind of growing up, going through everything that we went through?
Yeah. What was also to add on to that? What was like the benefits or the perks you would say of growing up in Metro, things like that? In addition to that,
if there were any.
If there were,
for me, I don't know if there really were any, because I was always so withdrawn from people because I just didn't trust them. Right? You can't trust people's intentions, and you already know how they come in.
Absolutely. As a pastor's kid,
that's one of the biggest.
Right.
I guess it's not a problem, but it's like the biggest things, right?
Yeah.
We can see things that people cannot see on a regular basis.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. I say all the time, pastor kids have natural BS detectors. That's what I call it. A natural
We do.
BS detector.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big facts.
Yeah.
Like, why are you talking to my mama? Why are you talking to her? Like, you don't got nothing.
You don't
Can
like
we
her,
go? Right? Can we go? Like,
you don't even want anything. Why are you wasting my time? I'm trying to go. Can we go? No.
Can we go? Thank you.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
it wasn't until like I learned, like, until much later, like I realized us as like the pastor's kids at Metro, we didn't really associate with too many of the adults because we just did not like too many people.
For what?
We didn't.
For what?
I mean, I had like maybe a couple of people that, that I allowed to be able to be in my space like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Like, I could barely count off of like 2 hands of the people that I'm just like, yeah, you're all right. Aside from like the people, like the youth, when our mom and dad, me and David, mom and dad were over the youth, like that was different. Like that felt like they were all like our older brothers and sisters when it came down to it, because there were so many of them.
Until after like we got older, and seeing pictures of all of these people being in your house, I'm like, dang,
man, they would pack that house out.
Can y'all go to your home?
They would pack the house
packed out.
Man. It was fun though. It was fun. I can definitely say it was fun.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
Yeah. So, and what would you say, like, how would you describe your time at Metro? Like, did you like it? Did you like going up at Metro? Like, what do you remember?
Yeah.
I like going to youth. I remember as like a preteen, I guess, from like 11. I couldn't wait to be 13 so I can go to youth. But the year that I remember, they used to go on trips. They used to do all of these things, right? And the year that I turned 13 is when they decided to stop going.
Bro, you got
Like,
robbed too.
Like,
You got robbed too.
Time out. Because me, Dave, and Johnny all bond over the fact that by the time we were old enough to go to youth, we left Metro. So we didn't get
we got robbed.
We got robbed.
Yeah, we was all robbed.
All of us were robbed in some way, shape, or form. The only person who wasn't robbed was Chris.
I don't know.
Chris was 18.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we were the ones that were most robbed because we went through at least 3 or 4 leaders before my mom got over it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was always just like random and it never made sense as to what actually happened. And nobody actually explained to us, hey, this is going to be the progression going forward.
Yeah.
When my mom and Pastor Chris got over it, it was lit after that.
It was lit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Shout out Auntie Pam. It was lit. I remember as a kid, like looking up, like, first of all, take the family out of it, like, oh my God, they're so cool. But then, like, that's my, like, those are my cousins. Like, that was so lit. Like, y'all had it lit. Like, that's amazing.
I remember seeing y'all doing stuff when we was in Harrisburg, and I was so mad. I was like, damn, man.
Yep.
Shoot.
Like, man, could have been me.
They got matching shirts, coordinating stuff, and we just out here.
We did.
Could have been me. I could have been in the booth recording all of this.
Man, I was so crushed. I was like, man, they was like, they're having fun, worshiping and stuff. I'm out here not doing that.
not doing any of that.
Not doing none of that.
So you
I'm still mad about it.
There are any benefits to being a pastor's kid or being in the Green family? You don't think there's any benefits that come with that? It's okay if you don't. I'm just asking.
I guess, what do you mean by benefits? Like,
yeah,
sorry, you about to answer?
You gotta
benefits,
be more specific.
Like anything that you see as being a positive. Like, okay, I'll change it. Is there anything positive that came out of being a pastor's kid? Being in the Green family, do you think there was any benefits, positives, anything like the perks?
One benefit is going to be definitely sense of community. It's with that, it's also a 2-edged sword because having to have your own identity outside of our bubble was difficult for me.
Sure.
Ooh,
right.
That's a good. I never thought about that. Yeah.
Good. That's a Family Feud answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Because they say look alike, which I don't think they'll confuse our names.
Yo, we look alike, Erica. You just gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
Listen, it was a lot of us. It was 13 of us at one given moment, right?
Yeah.
So all of us got the same name. Johnny, David, Chris. Name. Gabby, whatever, whichever one.
One of y'all.
You.
One of y'all.
You.
Yep. One of you green children.
One of y'all greens. Yeah. Okay. I respect that. So did you feel any pressures with being a pastor's kid, Pam Green's kid, Uncle Ray's niece, just being a pastor's kid or being in the Green family? Did you feel any pressures?
Only pressure I felt was my behavior had to be best. Right?
Dude, we gotta say that all the time. We say that.
Like I had to be the one we had to be the ones that had to be the good kids, right?
Yeah.
But I was terrible, and then I just didn't care. Like I was. It wasn't that I was bad, but I was. It was rough.
It was I just want to be a kid. Like you ain't even doing half the things you telling me to do. Like you can get out of my face. Okay. Like, you shouldn't be doing this. But I saw you doing that like 3 weeks ago. You better get out my face.
Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, there were so many moments that were questionable being around other people's kids from church. Like, they were just, they led different lives and they were questionable. And it's like, us being who we are, it didn't make sense. And we would just be watching people be like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right? Like, this makes no sense. What's happening right now?
Interesting.
So we'd be involved in stuff and it'd just be like, I don't even know what to do in this situation. Like, should I go home? Should I call my mom? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I just leave?
Yeah.
I can leave, right?
I'm gonna go to bed and maybe when I wake up, you'll be normal. No.
Yo, that was a tough thing though. Like, because it's just like you see kids in church doing something that you can't do, and you're just like, but they go to church, and like, so like, what's the difference? Like
Why
they
can't
serve
I do
God,
it? And
yeah,
they
like they
can.
serve God, I serve God, but like I can't do that, but they could do that. Like that was a weird. I know that was a weird thing for me. I was like, that seems weird, but I didn't think on it too. I was like, that's kind of weird. Like I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of weird. Like we both serve God, but I can't do that thing, but they could do that. Like I don't know why. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Interesting. So so you feel like let's say two of y'all were caught doing something, whatever. You feel like you would get in trouble more than the other person just because you were associated with the Green family?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was afraid to get in trouble because I didn't want it to look bad on our family. I didn't want it to get back to my mom or to Auntie Des. I definitely didn't want things to get when Uncle Mark was alive. I didn't want things to get back to him for certain.
Who knew?
For certain.
He was not the one.
He was not.
Not the one. Not the one.
See, I don't remember that, but I remember being like, to this day, respectfully, I'm still scared of Auntie Des to this day. Like, respectfully, of course. Like, not like, ooh, scared, but you like, Auntie just don't play.
I know you should be. It's okay.
To this day, I'm still scared of her. To this day.
I remember that whole donut fiasco with David and Courtney.
The Schnook fiasco? Is that the thing? The Schnook?
Yes. Yes. David was like, I would have got away with it. But then Courtney went back. And I'm like, whoa. When did this happen?
First of all, y'all wouldn't get caught anyway. Y'all wouldn't be caught anyway.
All I remember is Auntie Des taking
about.
off her shoe and beating all three of them. I was like, oh my God.
She punched us in our chest. I remember that.
Nah, she punched us.
I remember that.
She straight up hit us.
She hit us in the chest. I remember that. I was like, oh shit.
Was it a hard punch?
Oh yeah, it was a hard punch.
Oh, it was a. You didn't expect it to knock the wind out of you.
Yeah.
But it definitely did.
And this turned into like an 8-hour thing.
Yep.
It was an all-day thing. It was an all-day thing.
It was an all-day thing.
Church,
it was an all-day thing.
Like they left church after that, and we went back to Uncle Chris's house, and it just
sitting in the living room. Sitting in the living room
turned into all of us having to be. Now we all got to be in trouble. How we get in trouble? We wasn't even there.
Right.
I still never forget thinking like I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to steal, but it's donuts. Like, I get it. Or candy.
Right.
It was candies and donuts.
It was
like,
candy.
Yeah, I get
it was
like,
candy. That's right. Yeah.
Like,
and
I'm not gonna.
10 cents. The candy was 10 cents.
I'm like, I'm not trying to steal a car.
Like, not to say that though. You were smart enough not to say it though.
My demeanor definitely showcased. I didn't think it was that big a deal, which I think.
And I think that's what made it worse.
I was like, I'm not going to jail. I'm not stealing anything major. I know my limit.
Then we all had to be reconsecrated to the Lord. I'm like, listen,
that's
I didn't do nothing. We was in the room playing the game. Y'all come in here. Why? We didn't do it.
I remember when y'all got called in.
They called us like twice.
They called everybody.
The first time we heard them, we all looked at each other like, we didn't hear it.
No.
Shut it all down.
We didn't hear it.
Shut it all down.
Oh, heck.
It was done.
Like, no, we didn't hear it. We didn't hear it. Bro.
So it was between the cousins and a couple of y'all friends, right? Y'all friends was in there.
It was me. It was me.
Remember,
David.
I don't remember this. It's all alleged. You know what I'm saying? That's the past. As far as from the east is from the west, God is forgiven. You know what I mean? Like
70 times 7, huh?
70 times
70 times 7.
Look, Jesus paid it all, right?
He did.
It's covered in the blood, so we don't even see it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the sea of forgetfulness.
Yes.
So, speaking of friends and stuff like that, how do you feel like your church friends or peers like?
I didn't have any. Yeah, I didn't.
Yo, I love Am.
And it's not that I didn't try to. Like, I was in a terrible place. Like, I was mean to people. I remember biting this one girl And then I didn't even realize that I had bit her, but it just happened so quick. And it was like, oh my God, she bit her. Oh my God, did? Oh no. But it wasn't that I didn't want to be friends with them. Like I said, I was always in a protective mode and protective shell. So it was never, no, I don't want to be our friends.
Am is just one of those people. They're just those people in life that just don't like people. Am just don't like people, and that's fine. Am just don't like people.
I don't like the nonsense of people. Yeah. Like I don't like the nonsense of people.
I agree.
Have
you met people?
Right. Am likes us, but Am don't like people. Am likes us a lot. But
I won't say that I don't like people. I don't like disingenuous people, and most of the time, people are disingenuous. Like if you go, I'm too real of a person and too honest with myself to be like, oh, I'm going to entertain this friendship, this relationship, this whatever, knowing that you're going to waste my time.
Yeah.
Like that's.
So talk about that a little bit. You say, and we've talked about this on the show before, like disingenuous people who don't have the right intentions, people who like want to be friends with you just to be close to the greens or to get information. So like, what is your experience with like disingenuous people in Metro? You have to say names, but just
Yeah, try and stay away from names.
I won't say no names, but I remember I had gone somewhere with this particular person, and they started asking me all of these questions. At first, I asked my mom about it. I was like, hey, such and such wants to take me to whatever. And she was like, okay. I was maybe 16, 17 at the time. So she was basically like, you have to make the decision on your own, right? You have to be able to trust the Holy Spirit and see if that's somewhere you need to be. I didn't care about that. Like, do I need to go or don't I? Tell me yes or no. Like, that's it.
Like, you just asked me an adult question I wasn't ready for.
Right?
Like, I'm 17. I'm still in the mindset of just like, wait, I still got to ask. And then you be like, well, do you want to go? Like, wait a minute. Wait, what? You just short-circuited my brain right there. Like, what do you mean?
No, I don't know. Do I want to go? Yes.
I'm just trying to make sure, like, when I get home, the door ain't locked. Like, that's all I want to know.
The door ain't locked.
So we went to the place or whatever, and we were talking, and the only questions were about the family, and it made me really uncomfortable. So
Like what?
How did this happen, or how did this come about, and who did this?
They trying to get
who
dirt.
Did they meet? Yeah, they were like asking those types of questions, and at that time, I was just like, I didn't want to answer anything. And I guess they sensed my uncomfortableness because I really just stopped talking. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing like a lot of people like just missed about our family. It's just like I know they knew like the entire Green family were close. Like we were close. Yeah. And so but we weren't in the avenue of just spilling our business regardless of who they ask. Like that's family business. That has nothing to do with you.
And it's not like it was something that our parents told us, hey, don't go around spreading our business.
Right.
It was just,
like,
who are you and why do you want to know?
Like, why are you asking me? Yeah. Why are you asking me? I don't know that. Like, just because I'm in that, like, I don't know every aspect of everything that's going on.
Even if I did, like, it's none of your business. Like, why are you
asking?
And I think that's the thing, too. Like, y'all really feel like we sit there at our parents' feet and listen to them talk? No.
Yeah,
they had too much to say. I'm trying to go do something else.
No, we out. Once they start trying to solve the world's problems, we out.
We check out.
Yeah, we out.
Go.
I'm going to the basement. Bye.
I'm willing to bet two things. Number one, and we've talked about this on the show before, I'm willing to bet it really wasn't them, but I feel like their parents wanted to know. So I feel like
this person was grown.
Go hang out.
Oh, this person was grown.
Oh, this person was grown. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, they was definitely trying to get some dirt.
Because sometimes, we've talked about this on the show before, where like sometimes kids will say stuff, but like really it's their parents like, oh, you hang out with that green kid, see if they, you know what I mean? So so sometimes it does happen where the parents or the adults in that situation like try to get information through the kids, but I think it's mad weird. Like mad weird. So I mean I understand.
For me, it was more of I'm fiercely protective of my family and people that I care about, right? So when it comes to other people trying to have those types of things to say, oh, that green kid, now I'm ready to fight. What about them? Like, what about them? What they do to you? Nothing? Okay.
Yeah. That green kid. What about?
Like, do you understand what's happening right now? No, you don't know? Okay, so just shut up. How about that?
Yeah, just mind business.
How many fights you been in over green kids? That green kid.
Oh no. Like, I don't know. It's been quite a few. Okay. Some of them I don't remember. Some of them, people be like, "Oh, I remember this time when you did such and such." Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, cool. You probably shouldn't have did that. Then that wouldn't happen. Okay.
Like you problem.
Why'd you do that when you were a kid? I mean, I was a kid.
Right. Number one.
She probably got on my nerves, and I was just over it.
Right. Like I just probably didn't like you that day. Like that's what I did.
You're probably doing too much that day. You're probably in my face. Get out my face, first of all.
Right.
And I feel like as pastors' kids, like that people are in our face. Not even our face, but like in our family's faces. Like you're my parents' face, you're therefore you're in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like just goodbye.
This one lady gave me a compliment, and I didn't know what to do with it. I had to be like 15. I didn't know what to do with the compliment. I didn't know how to take the compliment. So she got her feelings really hurt and left the church. I'm like, to this day, I'm so confused. I'm like, what?
Oh, wow.
I was a child. I was a child. And you got butt hurt because I didn't know how to take the compliment? What?
Like, bro,
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were so fragile.
Okay, it's an insecurity for me.
Like, okay.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. That just made me think about, like, I wonder if anyone has, like, left the church because of any of our behavior. Yeah, like, and we just never knew. You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, after that, I stopped caring about people. If you weren't already in the circle at that point, you were never coming in after that.
Yeah. You were never coming in. That was it. There was a period where we opened it up and only a few made it, and we closed it forever.
Well, do you feel like certain people like felt like they got the vibe that we were so close and it was only like a certain group of people? Do you feel like people felt like they like had to infiltrate the circle, so to speak? Like, do you feel like people tried too hard?
Oh yeah.
It was a big thing. It was a big thing. I remember people were getting like their feelings so hurt. Oh, they have a clique. No, we don't have a clique. We just we're cousins.
We family.
We don't. I don't want to say the wrong words. We don't mess with you people. That's it.
Like, the thing is, like, we were the only ones that we could trust when it came down to it when we were kids. Yeah. Like that, which is the reason why, like, we even still consider ourselves more akin to being brothers and sisters than we are cousins. Those two words are very synonymous when it comes to our family. So it's just like
brother cousins.
So for me, it was just like, that's my family. So how else am I supposed to treat my family? You can call it a clique, but that's my family. That's like me getting in between, like you and your brother, or you and your sister. Like this, no.
Yeah.
Like I'm your brother now. No, you're not.
No, you're
like that.
I'm gonna call your mom now. Like, no, you're no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not allowed to do that.
And I have a question, because I always say this is probably, as an adult now, I don't feel this way. I actually think it's kind of cool. But like as a kid, like I used to hate when people would call like our aunts, aunties, and like mom, dad, things like that. Like as an adult, I think it's cool now because I feel like you made an impact on somebody's life so much to the point where you want to call them auntie, mom, dad, whatever. But like I always feel like that is not your auntie Pam. That is my auntie Pam. That is my real auntie. Relax.
Like sometimes when I hear people call Uncle Ray, like people like Uncle Ray or Uncle Chris, mom and dad, I'm like, yo, what? What?
Relax.
No, that's not your mom or your dad. You have parents. Where are they?
Where are they?
Literally be like, where are they? Why do you keep calling them mom and dad? They're not your parents.
Where are they?
Where are they? No.
Where are your parents?
Yeah, where are your real people? Go find them. Ancestry.com. Go find them.
Yeah, that's really listen. Because the thing about it is, like, people don't realize, like, as pastor kids sacrifice a lot, and one of the biggest things to sacrifice, I feel like, is time. Mm-hmm. So like, and Johnny and Dave and all of them, they've talked about on the show before, where like every time like they'll be having a family night watching a movie, and then Uncle will get a call and he's got to go to Metro. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that people don't think about, but it's like I feel like the biggest pastors' kids sacrifice a lot, but I feel like one of the biggest things to sacrifice is time with our own parents and our own family members. So like, not only are you stealing time, but now you're taking the title away that like only so many people can call them. Like Am, like Auntie Pam only has 2 kids, you and Justin. Like there's only 2 people who can really hold that title of that being your mother. So like the fact that somebody else is calling Auntie Pam mom is like, hold on, wait a minute. No, wait. Like I imagine that's like frustrating. You know what I'm saying? But like as an adult, I don't really care. But as a kid, that made me feel some type of way.
I can't say I don't care, but it doesn't bother me as much. But I always have that split second where it's like, that's not John. But okay, you love her.
Yeah.
Okay, you love her.
Yeah.
Right. Like, okay.
Yeah. That's fair. But yeah, no, I always hate it. Even to this day, people be like, "Oh, mom,"
really?
like I used to ask grandma when I was a kid, like, "Oh, how do you feel about me calling mom green?" I don't think grandma really liked it too much. I think she just kind of accepted it, but I don't think I liked it too much. Like,
I remember we went to her brother's funeral in Tennessee, and this lady, after the funeral was done, this lady walked up to her and was like, "Sorry, how she missed grandma and how she was my best friend." Grandma looked at us and I don't know that woman. We died. We was like, wait, what?
That is very
I don't know that woman.
I can hear grandma's voice and inflection, right? And that just because you can hear it.
That's it.
Like,
that's it. I don't know that woman.
I know that woman.
With her laughing at the end of that statement too.
Get thee behind me, Satan. Okay.
Lord, that was the funniest thing.
Yeah, but speaking of that though, I feel like and you can listen to the podcast. So have you heard my explanation of what a church groupie is?
Oh Lord.
Okay, so I want to get your thoughts on church groupies. Do you think we had them? Do you think your mom, Auntie Pam had them? Do you think you had them? What are your thoughts on the Green family and church group?
We have lifelong church groupies.
Okay.
Lifelong. They are invested.
Okay.
Invested. Like how we'll be planning like a party or something, like graduation, birthday, whatever, right? And then you have to go through the list of people that you actually want. And then it's like, oh, you have to add these people to. And you're like, I guess. They have to.
No, I don't.
They have to. But then it's like, you have to because you don't want to hurt these people's feelings because they have made the lifelong investment
to be this group, to be around.
To implant themselves.
No.
And it's just like, yeah, I'm over it. I'm like, when they used to hear people say, like, once you hit 30, it's just like everything makes more sense and you're more. It's absolutely true, right? At 30, I really don't care for you to be here. I really don't care. You've made no personal investment into me or my life, but you just want to be around. For what?
But I feel like
that's real. Big. That's real.
And you've always been that way, though. First of all, number one. Number two, I feel like, and I was talking about a situation some months ago where, you know, like even if like the church groupies, they may not like check for us, but like they'll check for like Uncle Ray, Auntie Brenda, you know, their kids and things like that. So like I remember I was at an event. I'll tell you later, like specifically, but like I was at an event a few months back, and I remember. And I don't know if you know, you might be able to catch on, but I feel like our number one groupie, our grade A number one groupie.
We have one groupie that we all know that comes around.
We'll talk after the recording, but like the number one, like I remember she was there at this particular event function, and she walked right past me several times, didn't greet me. She said excuse me to walk past me, but she didn't say hi to me, didn't do nothing. So I feel like that kind of thing happens where like sometimes like us, you know, like we deal with church, but also like we're not, I mean, to be honest, we're not Uncle Ray's kids, you know what I'm saying? We're not. So like, or we're not a part of that immediate family. So like sometimes people might pass us up to like get to, you know, what they view as like the top tier or whatever. So that's true. But that's just my experience though with groupies. It's real. It's real.
But see, like me and Carissa are kindred spirits, right?
You are. You are.
Fact.
Like, no, I'm not doing it today. Come back another day. We're not doing it. No, thank you.
I think that's one of the things like I did really admire about you and Carissa, because y'all just always had those moments of where just like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, no, you ain't right. I don't like you. I don't like this whole situation. First of all, I don't like this whole situation. 2, I don't like you. And 3, I think you need to leave.
Just exit stage right.
And you know what? I know you know I don't like you. And you know what? This is just where it's going to be. We just know we ain't going to like each other.
But to be honest, that's where I learned how to be able to not like somebody but still be in their space. Right? Like I don't have to be mean or be rude. I can be cordial. Hello, how are you? Oh, great. And pretend like you're not there the rest of the time. Like I don't see you. I can walk past you. I can even say excuse me. But I don't see you. And that may be a problem. That may be rude. I don't really know. But I'd rather I do that than me tell you, get out of my face.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on like pastors having groupies, like either pastors in general or like us specifically? Like, what are your thoughts on having groupies and, you know, all that stuff? Like, why?
It's the popularity of it, and people. I had to learn. People want to touch the anointing that's on the next person, right? Like if they figure if I can touch it, then I can absorb it. Like it's just gonna happen by osmosis. Like it's not that. So I had to learn that, and it's just like now when you understand certain things and you know how to maneuver or govern yourself so that you don't, do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of
a great way to describe it.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with, to be honest, grandma. I can honestly tell you, grandma did not like a lot of things that happened, right? Yeah. But you would never know it unless you know her.
Yeah. That's good.
So, yeah.
Well, on that note, we'll cut off this particular portion because that was a great part to stop. But we will pick this up in a couple weeks. Well, it'll be a couple weeks for y'all. We're literally just gonna go into the next bit of conversation. If y'all never knew, this is how recording works. Congratulations, you got your peek behind the curtain. But we'll see. You'll get the next one in the next couple of weeks. I'd like to thank you guys for joining us and listening to what we have to say. And go ahead, like, comment, subscribe wherever it is. Somewhere. I don't even know how it's going to be oriented in this, but it's down below somewhere.
Are you trying to do this, Dave?
Yeah.
I'm pointing all around. Wherever it is.
Oh.
Wherever it is.
Whatever.
Over there.
Bye.